welcome to Greensburg Salem High School on a Tuesday night, and a big matchup tonight with the Highlands Golden Rams against the Greensburg Salem Lions. And Dean, things have changed for the Lions here over the past year or so, and they have turned things around under six-year coach Craig Mankins, and they are going to be a tough out here tonight.
8-3 coming in, Mike. 1-1 in section. They beat Kiski. They lost to Armstrong. Important thing with this team, Mike, they average 70 points a game. They like to get out and run. They're led by a kid named Marvell McGowan. We saw him last year. He's averaging 25 points a game this year. And again, Mike, we're in a must-win situation. We got that game canceled with Armstrong. We're 0-1 in section, 2 games on the road. Here comes the pep band, so they're going to be pumped up here tonight.
I believe you may be right about that, sir. Well, Highlands' last game, it's been a week since they played. They had the game frozen out on Friday night. But the last game was last Wednesday against Southmoreland, and 11 different Rams got on the score sheet.
Mike, that's great for the score sheet, but the reality is you want to have an 8-man rotation, and we're developing that rotation. Unfortunately, one of the key guys in that rotation tonight, Danny Timmons, broke a finger in practice yesterday. He will not be playing this evening. Again, he gives that bulk on the inside, gives our big guys a rest, but won't have him here tonight.
Well, one thing we always said about Rich Falter teams is that his teams got better as the season went along, and I think is that happening here? I'll tell you what, with both of these teams, both Greensburg Salem and Highlands.
No doubt about it, Mike, and I think with our team, we said at the beginning of the year, and it's starting to come true, our seniors have developed quickly, and again, they've been led by Sean Ursich. He was the VND Player of the Week this week. He averaged a double-double in the Christmas tournament and a double-double for the year, so he's done a great job for us, Mike. The other thing is, I think we're doing a much better job with turnovers. We were committed 16 in the first 4 games. We've only committed 10 a game ever since. So value in possessions, and again tonight with an outstanding team to shoot from the outside, going to be very important we do it and get our big guys on the inside to play well.
Now, you think these Lions are the real deal?
Mike, 8-3, you take anybody seriously, especially on their home court in a section game.
I guess you're right. Well, Wireless Zone, the world's largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, devices, tablets, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. There are 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in the Trona Heights at the Walmart Plaza, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney and across from Victoria's Secret. You can reach the Trona Heights location at 724-224-4590 and the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you simply by visiting wirelesszone.com.
Mike, I'm preparing for today's game with you earlier. Got my computer out, my iPad, my Android phone, all from Verizon. And again, it's just amazing what you can get out of these things nowadays. And go see people, Verizon Wireless, they'll slick you up.
They sure will. All right. Should be a dandy here tonight at Greensburg Salem, Highlands, and the Lions. And it's coming up right after this. Dean, getting ready for starting lineups here tonight at Salem High School.
And again, as the visitor will be introduced first, we'll start number 4, Christian Tonelli, 6'2" senior, averaging 6.7 a game. Number 10, Ryan Signorella, 6' senior, averaging 8.9 per game. Number 12, Sean Ursich, the big guy in the middle, averaging 12.7 a game as senior, 6'6". Number 20, Johnny Price, sophomore, 6'7", averaging 11.1. And our point guard, number 23, Luke Cochran, 6'1", sophomore, averaging 14.7. Mike, we have 4 guys almost in double figures. Ryan Signorella close at 8.9. Been playing well together, too.
Highlands starts 2 sophomores. Greensburg Salem starts 3 sophomores.
3 sophomores, 2 seniors. We start the opposite, 3 seniors and 2 sophomores. Big game tonight, Mike, in section, that's for sure. Now for Greensburg, they will start number 5, Jeff Mankin, 6'2" sophomore. Coach's kid, Mike. Head coach Craig Mankin. Number 1, Dante Parsons, coming off a 25-point performance against Kiski, a 5'11" sophomore. Number 12, Ryan Thomas, another sophomore, 6'2". Number 15, Riley Price, a 5'10 senior guard.
Price is everywhere.
Yeah, same as Johnny. And the 6'1 senior, the straw that stirs the drink, 00, Marvel McGowan, coming in averaging 25 points a game. Love that name, Mike, Marvel.
Makes me think of Marvell Wynn.
Many moons ago.
For all you old Pirate fans out there. When things weren't good. That's for sure.
Well, Mike, Greensburg started last fast. They were 5-0. They beat Ligonier Valley, Derry, Blairsville, Mount Pleasant, Laurel Highlands. Then they lost 2 in a row. They lost to 2 good teams, Ambridge and Hempfield. Came back with wins at home against Greensburg Central Catholic and Kiski. Also won at Ringgold, which is a tough place to win. Their only other loss, Mike, came to Jeanette. Jeanette's a good team.
They are. I was here in front of a packed house, Bill Beckner was telling me.
75-58. And I love when the pep band's here, Mike. We've got the drum corps.
You got it. The opening tip-off brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized training for third graders all the way up to varsity and beyond. You can give them a call at 724-980-2100. And Cochran lets a 3 go and missed it. The Rams won the tip. And now the Lions will get it.
1-3-1 zone to start for Greensburg. Told you Danny Timmons wasn't with us tonight, Mike. That's how he broke his finger emulating this 1-3-1 defense yesterday in practice.
So here's McGowan to bring it up. 0-0 in the home whites. Rams dressed in the browns. Both teams brown and gold. It might be the only time all year you'll see that.
Coach Stosh loved the intensity against Southmoreland. He said they communicated great on defense. Sounds like they're talking here tonight too, Mike. That's a key.
This is Ryan Thomas, number 12. Number 5 is Jeffrey Mankins, son of the coach.
And we talk about pace, Mike. This is what Highlands wants to do. By the way, young Jeff looks like Craig, you know that.
He does. Now back outside, and that's Ryland Christ missing. And the Lions get the rebound. And Christ gets it back for Greensburg Salem. Now to Mankins, top of the circle. McGowan's 0-0. Right now it's Signorella on him. Averaging over 25 a game. And he comes between circles to get it. The size matchup's going to be the key here tonight because the Rams going to try to take advantage of the size differential that they have on their side.
At this pace, we're not getting to the 70s, Mike.
Here's Mankins.
And that's what they average a game.
And Highlands averages 68, so they both like to score. Oh, nearly a steal, and it was. Beautifully by Ursig, swatted it away. Got it to Christ. All the way in, and Johnny's fouled, and down he goes. Johnny's been taking a beating recently. So the foul will be on Greensburg Salem.
Broke his nose against Knox, put his head open against Southmoreland. Taking a charge when we were ahead 17-0, Mike. That was really something. Johnny shooting 54% for the line.
Mankins picks up the foul. That's his first. A minute and a half in. He'll get another.
One thing interesting about this court, Mike, is they have end zones, and they have fans in the end zone. Sometimes that throws you off shooting-wise the background. Let's see if it affects Highlands on his second shot. He gets it to go.
Chandler was talking about that when he got here, too, about the ends. The rare to see seating in the end zones. They have that a ball. They want to go deep, and McGowan's out there ahead of the pack. And he missed a shot, and Tonelli, well, he could have got called before, too. So the fact that he only got called for one is probably okay.
Hopefully it wasn't a shooting foul, Mike. Nope.
I don't believe so.
On a rebound.
McGowan will key it in. The one thing about these guys, they are 8-3. Their wins have come against teams with a .250 winning percentage. Their 8 wins have come against teams that have won a total of 19 games.
Thought I saw it earlier, Mike, the walk. They got him that time. Second turnover. But, Mike, again, quality win was against Hempfield and also Ambridge.
So here's Cochran, 1-0. Rams lead it.
Looks like a 3-2 this time, Mike.
Inside to Ursig. He got it fought away, but it came back out to Signorella.
Stosh did that old school. He said Luke through to see if they chased, and they didn't. So that indicated zone.
That's why if you're watching a football game, they send a guy in motion, and if somebody goes across, you know it's man. Here's Tonelli, between circles. Looked at it, now got it to Cochran. High posting it to Christ. Christ with a little jumper. It's down, and the Rams lead it 3-0.
That's the X factor, Mike. Our height advantage. Can we? The
first thing Bill Heasley asked me in the hallway, do they have any size?
6'2" is their biggest guy.
Now Cochran riding Mankins down the court. They throw it inside, and the Rams steal it. Christ, lead it out ahead to Signorella. He lays and got hammered. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair at 5:31, but the Rams leading at 3-0.
Away from home, Mike, very important to get a nice lead to start. So far, the Golden Rams have scored all three, and here comes Romello Freeman.
Second team foul against the Lions. Brian Signorella at the line. 60%, drains the first. Rams will play 3 games this week. Remember, Thursday night, the makeup of the Armstrong game. If you're watching this on YouTube on Wednesday or early Thursday, you can get out to the gym 7:30 Thursday night against Armstrong. Signorella makes them both, and the Rams lead 5-0.
Then you go home and watch this game, Mike.
They'll be hard pressed to match the lead ahead against Southmoreland. They led them 34-0 last Wednesday.
And we said that wasn't our record, Mike. It was 39-0 against Knock.
Yep. Now Thomas in trouble against Christ. Nearly a 5-second call. Stosh wanted it, didn't get it. This is Christ of the Lions. Threw up a wild one, won't go. Rebound Cochran. Skies high to get it. Rams with the ball in a 5-point lead. Signorella now. Back to Cochran. Right side, Johnny Christ. Tried to go behind the back. A little too much. Here's McGowan, and they get him on a nickel dimer. Team fouls even at 2 apiece.
And, Mike, what you don't like to see about that is it wasn't necessary. He didn't have to go behind his back.
No.
It's part of the game when you need it, but when you don't need it, don't do it.
First foul on Luke Cochran. Mankins work it in. They get an easy one on the inbound. First basket for Dante Parsons, and it's 5-2.
Here I go doing my best imitation of Al McGuire. That man-to-man on the inbound, Mike, gets killed every time. It's just an easy exchange.
High post to Christ. He walks it right in. He got shut down, but they got him with the body. It'll be Mankins, and he's got 2 quickly here.
6'2", Mike. He went right up with Johnny.
He did?
Yeah.
And he also is going to get a seat next to his dad. I think
you know what, Mike? They didn't call foul. No.
Wow. Just called it out of bounds. Yeah. All right. Well, then it was better defense than that. Cochran out of the corner for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound to Ryland Christ. Out to McGowan against Romello. Drives in, and they're going to call Highlands.
Yeah, they're going to get Ursage.
The ref, you saw the signal that he made to Stosh that he gave him a little back in. So that's Ursig's first.
Team third.
And now Marvell McGowan will go to the line and shoot 2 at 4:28, with Highlands leading at 5-2. And it's good.
We have somebody impersonating Buzzro that does a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, that's not legal, actually. you can be asked to leave for that. Jack Oberdorf at the table for the Lions. Missed the second. Rams back the other way. And Romello missed an easy bunny.
Foul afterwards on who?
It's on Highlands. That's Tonelli's second. And again, the Rams short on the bench tonight. And you always worry about foul trouble on the road. We're going to see some faces we don't normally see. We may see Cam Taylor in here.
Especially, like you said, with having...
They're going to go deep again. And Christ said it intercepted. Great job at jumping the route by Ursig. Here's Signorella for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out of there by Ursig, I believe. It was.
Referees tonight, Mike: Shane Snyder, Anthony Carter, and Anthony Ovell.
5-3 Highlands. They led it 5-0. Here's Christ in front of the Lions bench. Over to Mankins. Works it forecourt to Thomas. And now they'll be patient. Halfway through the first quarter. Here's McGowan against Freeman. Oh, that chopped away. Now it's kicked.
Kick ball.
Should be Highlands' ball. It is. That's our second offensive kick ball of the year.
But that time, Mike, I really didn't see an advantage you got from kicking the ball.
No, I didn't either.
Usually you have to get some type of
You almost let that go to see if it goes out of bounds or not, and then just call a turnover. But
5th Greensburg turnover. Highlands only with 1 so far, Mike.
Greensburg Salem defense giving Highlands trouble in the half court so far. Cochran's wide open for 3. It's off the rim. Rams cold from out there. There's a little teardrop by Signorella, and he hits it.
Great hustle by Sig to get that rebound, Mike, off the deck.
He's got 4, and the Rams lead at 7-3, and now we got to reach in. A little unnecessary foul that time by Romello, because you know why? Because McGowan blew by him.
They're going to be in the one-on-one before the end of the first quarter at this rate, Mike.
And Highlands is going to run out of players.
Sig had a quick start the other day, too, Mike. 12 points real quick against Southmoreland. They're going to need them all tonight.
Kevon Trout has entered, number 10, 6'3" sophomore. Now backcourt to McGowan. 7-3 Rams. Golden Lions. McGowan up around no good. Rebound Sean Ursig. Over to Cochran. Cochran wants to push it, but he lost it. It's tipped out of bounds by the Lions, and the Rams will keep control with 3:19. Working into Cochran.
Nice pass.
Oh, nice dump down, and Ursig lost it. At that big body Overdorf in there. We remember him from a year ago. He'll mix it up down low.
He hit some big threes during last year.
He did.
Mike. He's what they call a stand-up shooter.
He's got Ursig pulled 20 feet away from the basket, puts it on the floor, gets around Ursig, kicked it to the corner.
He didn't have that part of the game yesterday. Yep, travel. Yeah, I believe Oberdorf dribbled the ball last year, Mike. He just pounded threes. They kept that game close last year.
They did. The game here was 57-49 Greensburg Salem on January 31st. The game 3 weeks earlier in Highlands, the Rams won 80-49. No, the Rams just really careless with the basketball at half court. Here's McGowan back the other way. McGowan all the way to the basket, laid it in. Now they're going to have to clean that up.
Yep.
7-5. Now they collapse. You see, they double down on Ursig in the paint. Price away from the basket, and they throw it away again. Rams are a turnover machine in the first quarter. Here's Page all the way in. Blocked by Johnny Christ. McGowan got it back and missed it. Johnny the rebound.
Johnny bringing it up all by himself, Mike.
7-5, got it too.
Ooh.
Freeman with a dunk, but they say no basket. He walked. I can't believe that.
No way. No way, Mike. No way.
My goodness.
Highlands' 4th turnover.
And it was called from way back in the backcourt.
Highly questionable. The question is, how often do those guys see that?
Highly questionable. See or no? No, says Poppy.
There you go, Poppy.
Jalen Page, backcourt. Now to McGowan. Now the Rams have turned it over probably 5 times.
They're going to get him on the body. That's his second. And you're right, Mike. Corey Myers going to have to check in earlier than he normally does.
Johnny gets Romello out of there as he's getting heated.
Corey comes in averaging 5.3.
Our 3rd leading three-point shooter after Cochran and Signorella with 12.
Isaac Witten checks in for Greensburg.
And the other thing about Highlands so far, as they've gone 9 deep now, the Lions have, they haven't hit anything from outside, and that's what opens it up for them. When they hit those from outside, then they get to stay out of the middle, and that opens up the big fellas. Here's McGowan. Highlands still by 2, less than 2 to go. This kind of reminded you of the knock game a little bit. McGowan drives in. Boy, he slid on the court, but wasn't able to gain control of it. Now to Trout. Trout got shut off by Ursig. Back out to Page. Now they have 4 non-starters on the court. McGowan's the only starter out there. McGowan walked all the way through there, missed a shot, and tipped it in.
Made his own space that time, right?
Euro step and a half. We're tied at 7. Now Cochran. Signorella, left elbow, 3-ball, down.
Sig has 7. Golden Rams by 3.
10-7 Highlands. 1:05 left of the first quarter.
Chance to apply the pressure now too, Mike. Remember, you got to score to apply pressure.
Oberdorf had it tipped into the air beautifully by Signorella. Christ to Signorella, lays it up and missed it. Oh, here's Johnny on the follow.
There's Johnny. Sig put it up. He finished the job off the turnover.
12-7.
And there's murmurs in the house now, Mike. Ooh.
Here's McGowan, walked around Myers, threw it up off the back iron. Rebound Ersic with 30 seconds. Rams have a lot of time here, leading by 5. They scored 5 quick ones. McGowan looks like he's hurt, Dean.
Ersic's begging for the ball.
McGowan's either hurt or tired. I'm going to guess A.
Yeah, it looks like.
Now backing a man in is Ersic, and Ersic is fouled on the arm at 19 seconds.
I hope McGowan doesn't get that, Mike, because, yeah, they gave it to Witt instead because he had no business being there. He's on one leg. He's hurt. He's going to get replaced by Ryan Thomas, going to check in for him.
So this is Ersic. First one is pure. Sean Ersic, 52%. Gets to the line second most, I believe, of anybody on the team.
Don Pacey going to check in. Yeah, Luke has 44 foul shots, and Sean has 27. Mike,
Don Pacey, there's your extra guy. And Ersic hit them both. And the Rams have their biggest lead, 14-7. They've scored the last 7 points.
And most of them off turnovers off the press, Mike, and here they get to press them again. Don Pacey played most of the JV game too, Mike.
Looks like he's got a motor. I think he'll be all right. Now they loop it in forecourt and a double team over there, but it comes to Page. Now underneath with a runner that's missed, and Pacey the rebound for Highlands. Over to Cochran, 4 seconds, 3, got to hurry. Cinderella, good if it goes, in and out. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Rams finish it up strong. They score the last 7 points, and they lead the Lions 14-7.
Mike, last chance to get Planet Fitness to get that dollar down, $10 a month. That closed on January 10th. Place is very crowded today. Church is in session for the year. But never have trouble getting the machine. Got a little pizza last night, so Monday they have pizza for everyone. It's open 24/7. Friendly staff will help you. First-time gym member, no problem. They'll show you the ropes, give you the treatment. Clean club, locker rooms and showers, unlimited fitness and tanning, tons of equipment. And if you're 16 years old, you can have your own membership. Teen 13 to 15 can join if they're accompanied by an adult 18 or older. Visit anytime. Memberships now available, like I said, $1 down, $10 a month. Stop in at Planet Fitness, Heights Plaza. Ask for all the details.
So, first quarter, we've talked about this all year, but Highlands has big first quarters and they do well. They're averaging 21 points a game in their wins in the first quarter. Let me hear that band.
Always loved the pep band. Remember we had one at Highlands back in the 2000s?
We were talking to Mr. Heasley about that the other day. Anyway, in the losses that Highlands has had this year, they've scored only 9 points in the first quarter, so they're right in between at 14. I have, again, Rams have won 4 in a row and 6 out of 7. Greensburg Salem's won 2 in a row and 3 out of 4, so you have 2 hot teams coming in here. I have some other numbers. I don't want to throw too many at you at once, but we'll get to those later on about what Highlands is doing during their win streak, especially defensively, and you see that in the first quarter.
Tonight in section, we have Gateway at Armstrong, Kiski at Franklin Regional.
Here's Mankins working over for Parsons. Down inside, and the shot is missed. And
great
shot is blocked.
By Johnny Christ.
Christ got on Ryan Thomas. Ahead of the pack, it's Myers. He does a nice shot.
All right, get it out. Reset.
Looped it out to Cochran. And the Rams will start it over, leading by 7.
Nice.
Underneath to Ersic. Ersic with a reverse. And Sean can't get it to go tonight.
I thought Mike, he should have just taken it straight up, not go around the basket, but he thought he needed the basket to protect him.
The thing about Ersic is his consistency, that he's averaging 12.7, and he gets either 12 or 13 every game. And that's if you're a coach, you got to love that you can rely on an amount from a guy like that.
But he does them in halves.
Yeah, he does kind of. Here's Mankins, gave up the dribble. Outside to McGowan. Puts it on the floor against Christ. Drives to the basket. Johnny D'd him up beautifully. And Cochran got the rebound. That was good defense by Johnny.
Good news, McGowan's back out there, Mike. He looked like he was really banged up.
Underneath to Ersic. He'll go with the left hand that time. Sean would not be denied. And the Rams have their biggest lead at 16-7.
I think we're going to see more of that, Mike, just taking it into the post. They don't have an answer down there.
McGowan now got it to Mankins, and they get across. Oh,
nice
Myers.
Job by Myers.
McGowan goes down hard.
They're going to have to call that foul, Mike. Yeah, they're going to have to. Wasn't intentional, but Yeah, what happened, Mike, he got up in the air and Johnny went for the ball. Unfortunately,
I just don't think that's a foul. I really don't. Sure, something bad happened, and we don't want the kid to get hurt. Mankins, and he gets up a little bit.
Johnny being a good sport.
I know Chandler's got no sympathy for anybody that hits the floor hard right now, so he's shaking his head over here. Forget that. But no,
he looks like he's okay, Mike. But
I hope he's all right.
What happened was the ball went in the air. Johnny went for the ball, and he happened to be in the way.
Well, and what the official can say there is you have to be given a place to come down.
Yeah, right. That's right.
And that's I'm sure that's what he called. And
Dad Craig over there checking on him, the coach.
And grandparents, Norman Nancy Mankins out there watching. We say hi to them.
Getting to see their grandson play on YouTube. He now has three.
Right. Remember, Wednesday night, Thursday night, 9:30 are when you can see our replays on Channel 190 Comcast. The Armstrong game that we play this Thursday night will be Monday night, the 15th at 9:30.
Special time.
We try to stay out of the way of when we're playing. Unfortunately, this game's going to be played on Comcast while we're out, but there was nothing we could do about that.
But you know what, Mike? 9:30 tip might be home.
Time. Kreis is blocked off by Mankins. He gets it back. That'll be his second for real this time.
Yes.
Anyway, back to my stat. In the Rams' 4-game losing streak, they're allowing 44 points a game.
How about this idea, Mike? We play Armstrong on Thursday, then we go to the Anchor Inn and watch.
And we can watch we can do that. Well, actually, they don't have Comcast there. That's how great they are. Myers for 3, and he cans it. Instant offense. Corey Myers and the Rams lead at 19-9.
I'll tell you what. You come up, I'll put it on my computer for you.
I can do that. I've watched it anyway. That's what YouTube's for.
Oh, he stepped.
Yep. He did. He traveled in a turnover. This game was tied 7-7. The Rams right now are on a 12-2 run, and Craig Mankins wants to slow down this freight train.
Gives us a chance to talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. Proudly welcoming to Lucchino Insurance, a financial group serving the AK Valley for decades. Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Each year brings many changes. We're into 2018. What's in store in the stock market and more? Why don't you sit down with Lucchino today and preview and review your plan with independent agents who have your best interests in mind. Joe and Joe always know, located at 2318 Freeport Road, next to the Donut Connection, or you can call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. You don't get played with drums too often, do you? Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability. Call them today.
When I see the drumsticks go up in the air, I hand you the ad.
There you go.
When they're sitting back having a drink of water, I'm reading it. I remember that from last year. Now we're going to have an offensive foul on Highlands underneath. I didn't see it.
Ursich.
I think it's on Sean.
Yep, trying to clear some space down there.
He's got 2. Goodness gracious.
All right, that's
9
guys,
on Highlands.
3 guys with 2.
Player control foul, so they won't shoot. And Oberdorf's going to come in for the Lions, replacing Rylan Kreis. Here's McGowan backcourt.
Good place to trap.
Into a double team.
Yeah, they're going to get him.
Now they're going to get Corey Myers on a reach.
It's a good call, Mike.
It is. And Stosh is telling Corey, you need to stay right there.
Yep. He had his position established. He didn't need to stick his hand in. And that's a sophomore.
That's 9 fouls against Highlands. This is a 1-and-1 for McGowan. It'll be the last one. There's still 6 minutes left in the first half, and Greensburg Salem's in the double bonus.
That's not good.
6 points for McGowan. He's leading the way. He has 6 of the 10. Highlands leads it by 9.
It's been him and Mankins, Mike. We're doing a good job on Dante Parsons. Yet the score, he had 25 against Kiski the other day.
With a bunch of threes involved. 3 threes in that game for him?
Yep.
Ryan Wallace had 25 for Kiski. He's been their bright spot so far. We'll see those guys on Friday. They are struggling. They haven't won yet. 19-11. Signorella threw it down in, and Rylan Kreis kicked it out of there. Here's McGowan back the other way. Stops and pops. It's blocked by Kreis again.
Compliment us on our ball handling, Mike. Mike. We
all the way
ball
through.
over
Great dish by
there
Cochran.
you go.
Down to Ursig, and he lays it in.
Ball handling. Great skills by
has 6.
Cochran. Cochran not on the score sheet, might be getting assists.
Other things.
Yep.
Double team. Price able to dribble out of it and goes all the way to the basket and laid it. Oh, he missed it.
Sid gave him a little bump, Mike, and I think that was helpful.
Yeah. Ooh, that's Highland. Oh, I thought that was tipped by Oberdorf, but apparently not.
Different pages together.
You betcha. So Christian Tonelli's coming back in to give Sean Ursig a rest. Christian has 2 fouls. 5:18 left of the first half. Low scoring, 21-18 Rams. Trying to win their first section game. We kind of lose sight of that. We've had such a schedule's been in fits and starts here, and now this week we're going to have 3 section games. We're going to learn a lot about what's going to happen this year, this week.
5 seconds. Nice job. Come on. I got to call that,
seriously. Mike. Now it almost looked like Thomas walked on the baseline. Oh, and Tonelli Bulldog fought it out of there, and McGowan's going to get caught.
His first.
That's only 5 against Greensburg Salem, so the Rams will key it in at 4:55, leading by 10.
Yeah, Mike, I thought we had that 5-second call wrapped up for sure.
Here's Signorella. Now Cochran. High post Tonelli. Myers right side. Here it comes. Bang!
There it goes. He's at his average, Mike.
14 3-pointers. Tied for second on the team. And you look at the minutes he gets. He is dead-eye from out there. He looks, I've said it before, and I hope his dad won't be too mad. He looks like Uncle Joey shooting those.
Well, he's a Micah Mason disciple, too, Mike. He does go there.
If there would have been a 3-point line when Joey Myers played, he'd have set every record at Duquesne that there was to have until Micah got there, I think. Here's Oberdorf out top. Rams by 13. And they're just clamping down defensively. Oberdorf threw up a wild one and missed it. Cochran, now they battle.
We're
going to have a jump ball.
Timeout.
Highlands. Rams do get time. The arrow belongs to the Lions, so it's a good thing the Rams got that timeout. Well, winter is upon us, in case you haven't noticed. Yesterday was a little messy, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why not stop into Highland Tire in their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 25 consecutive years. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or call them in Trentham at 724-224-9222. In Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tires, service, integrity, price, drums, we deliver.
Mike, talking about Mike, I work with the middle school kids, and I always take one kid a day and I'll work on their shot with them. Can always tell the guys to go to Micah because they turn their feet at 11 o'clock. But the important thing is their elbows are locked in perfect form every time. So Mike is doing a great job with our middle school kids too.
Here's Cochran, left side. Signorella's open with a high arcing 3. It's missed.
Johnny kept it alive for a second.
He did, but no, steal by Tonelli.
Oh,
they're going to call Christian.
Wow.
And that's
his third, Mike. That's the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Not only did he shoot 2, but he picks his third foul up. Yikes.
So Christian held off the score sheet tonight, and foul trouble can be a deal, especially on the road in section play. You know that coming in.
He's coming off a career high against South Morning at 12.
He had a career high, and so did Daniel Timmons, who had 11, and we don't have him tonight. The Iceman, Dante Parsons, connects from the line.
Tonelli takes a seat. Romella comes back in. Mike, he's got 3 fouls. That's Parsons' first point tonight.
And he drains another. 24-13. Here's Kreis, left side to Signorella. Out top to Cochran. Long 3's on the way. It's off the rim. Rebound, Kreis tipped it. Signorella got in there amongst the tall trees. Cochran will try again. Yes.
Shooter's got to shoot, Mike.
And the Rams have hit 3 from downtown here in this quarter. 4 in the first half, and they lead at 27-13.
Nice shot by Signorella.
By Page, and he stepped on the line. He carried it out.
Beautiful defense that time by Ryan Signorella, Mike. That was great ball rotation. Now we have 3 sophomores on the floor and 2 seniors.
I don't want to tell them what to do, but they better guard Corey. He's got the hot hand, and he's just going to keep going from out there, too. Here's Signorella. Over to Cochran. 3 minutes left, first half. 360 by Cochran. Call a turnover. It's hard to travel when you don't have the ball.
9-8 now making turnovers.
Mankins checking back in for the Lions.
Again, Highlands doing a good job of attacking that zone, Mike. They've got 4 3-pointers, and more importantly, a 14-point lead.
Here's McGowan. Now they go high, posted to Thomas. Thomas gets it back against Christ. And now McGowan lost his concentration.
That was going to be a double dribble. But
good job by Coach Mankins to get a timeout there. He saved Marvell over there in the corner.
Gives me a chance to talk about Career Training Academy. You high school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Pittsburgh's in need of skilled healthcare workers, and Career Training Academy offers you half-day or evening class to suit your needs. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, CTA offers programs of medical or dental assisting, medical billing and coding, and our new phlebotomy technician program. Visit us on the web at careerta.edu or stop into our new location at Hillcrest Plaza in Lower Borough, now known as the Westmoreland campus.
How about that?
Enrolling now for new starts every month. Call Career Training Academy today at 724-337-1000. The Allegheny campus is located on the West Hills.
How about that? And here we are in the county seat of Westmoreland County, Greensburg.
They saved themselves a turnover there, Mike.
They did.
He was pinned against
that was good coaching. Yep. Lions have 2 timeouts left, or 2 timeouts taken. They have 3 left. Highlands has 4 left. Here's Trout. Trout dribbles into the foul line with a 360 move, and he trapped.
There you go.
So that was the same thing that Luke did, and
what's good for the
Goose. As long as they're consistent, that's all you ask.
So there'll be no Euro steps tonight.
And I'm not going to criticize Shane Snyder because a referee that young, we need him.
I had to run a clock in the middle school because guess what?
It's Stabile out in the court. Myers 3, look out. He is red hot right now. And Corey Myers, 3 times 3 is 9, and the Rams lead it 30-13.
He's got the green light, Mike.
He can flat out shoot the rock. McGowan, charging foul.
That could have went either way, Mike. McGowan picks up his second. I thought he was fouled going in, to be honest with you.
Well, they had their choice. Myers' career high, 17. He did it against Greensburg Central Catholic.
He likes Greensburg.
Greensburg teams seem to do it for Corey. We've seen Tyler Stachinski for 6 years now. You got a hot hand. He's staying out there.
No doubt about it. And he gets 30-13, 2 minutes to go in the half.
Around a Freeman screen. They did a pick and roll to Freeman, but he was unable to get it. Here's Christ. Romello, man in the air. Shot, score.
How could that not be a foul, Mike?
Okay.
It was right to our advantage not to call a foul because they had to get to the foul line. They could have called it on the floor, which even would have put him in the one-on-one. But, hey, I guess we'll take it, huh? How about again? Yeah, there you go.
Charge.
Now that time, Mike, that was the correct call on Trout. And Johnny, on charges.
And I was telling Bill Beckner that I was reading the story on the Highlands Big Men on the Valley News Dispatch website, and they have a video section in there with interviews. And what Sean Erceg said and what Romello said about Johnny was his ability and wanting to take charges.
When I coached them in junior high, if they took a charge, I would run a suicide. I said, the exciting thing is I could die.
It would be literal. Rams by 19. Cochran. Myers right side. Down low to Christ. Back outside. Myers for 3.
Bango.
It's down again.
Bongo. Mike, I knew it when I left his hand. You could see the rotation on the ball. And those feet were at 11 o'clock.
4 second quarter 3-pointers by Corey Myers. 35-13.
He's been a difference here, Mike. Johnny was trying again for another charge. Nice soft touch.
Oh, but it didn't go in. Price had it, lost it.
There you go. Good call. Good call.
Highlands by 22. This game was tied 7-7. Highlands is on a 28-6 run.
Come out a little flat, Mike, but I'll tell you what, they stepped it up ever since. Second quarter's been all Highlands.
Rams trying to win their 5th straight. We got to go back 2 years to find that, I think. Now the Rams in foul trouble. They're going to pull it out. If they're going to let them, they're going to do it. They have a 22-point lead. A little Fern Benson basketball here.
Final one, Mike. Monessen 107, Mapleton 15.
The poor Maples. I feel bad for them. 25 seconds to go.
But, you know, Mike, I don't mind this when you're on somebody else's floor. It's a section game.
This is the Valley Highlands game back in 02, Dean.
Well, he's making them come out of the zone, too. Think about that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not complaining about Highlands. Christ, 3 up. No good. Rebound. It's like, you're losing by 22. You should be playing man-to-man.
I agree.
Now, a long 3 is jacked up and missed, and Cochran has it. 2 seconds, 1. If he gets it up, good if it goes. No.
Wide left.
Now, Rams had a huge second quarter. The end of the first half with the score Highlands 35 and Greensburg Salem 13. Many companies can give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. You can ask about the young driver discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. And a great thing about John and Mel, if you're desperately in need of a calendar,
Puppies.
Thanks to John Boucher for that. Give them a call at 724-224-4300 and let them help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side. We're at halftime at Greensburg Salem. Your score, Highlands 35, the Lions 13. We'll be back with stats and more right after this. All right, welcome back to Greensburg Salem. You see the story. Highlands 35, Greensburg Salem 13 at halftime. Interesting. Greensburg Salem won their last game against Kisti 75-58 right here. At halftime, they led 36-15. It looks almost the same.
Exact opposite. The difference is Dante Parsons is not hitting the threes tonight. It's Corey Myers. He's got 4, Mike, and that 4th one was pure as can be. He leads the Golden Rams off the bench. Ryan Signorel has 7. Sean Ursage 6. Luke Cochran has a 3. Johnny Christ has 5. Romello Freeman 2. They're led by Marvell McGowan with 7. Dante Parsons only 2. Jeff Mankins has 4. That's it. Great defense by the Highlands. In the second quarter, Mike, outscored them 21-6.
And with the accompaniment of the drum line, we'll tell you about Beanie Home Renovations. It's that time of year. We've turned the calendar to 2018. You might want to take care of some of those things that are going on around the house. Maybe a leaky roof. Maybe take care of that kitchen. Maybe that bathroom needs fixed up. The basement, you want a man cave to go down there and watch some sports. Well, let the pros at Beanie take care of your home and make it look new for the new year with over 100 years of combined experience. Brian E. and his crew at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee that your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call today, 724-351-3172. I'll give you a free estimate, or you can find them on Facebook for money-saving offers. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
Now, Mike, as I said, I love a pep band. This drum thing's starting to get a little timid.
Again, Highlands High football channels where you can find all the games on YouTube. I know it says football, but that's how it started, and we've got that. So Highlands High football channel, we try to get them up there before they are available for you on TV. You can go to goldenrams.com, the school's website, go to the drop-down menu on athletics, click videos and athletic games, and Jen Goldberg does a tremendous job of getting those up there for us. So they are available there, too. That just directs you right to YouTube, and you're good to go there. So remember that. That's all brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. You can email them at masonelitehoops@comcast.net.
Sticking with this 2-3 zone, Mike, if that's the case.
And they go underneath to Ursig, and he beats the 2-3 zone.
Let's bring on Corey Myers, huh?
There's 8 for Sean, and the Rams have their biggest lead, 37-13.
As I said, after Corey had that 17, Mike, he'd be the zone buster. He's done his job here tonight.
Here's Mankins. Threw it into a dangerous area, but it was saved nicely by Parsons. Now to Christ, fall away with a left hand, and he drains it. That's the first 2 for Rylan Christ, and it's 37-15. Now Ursig with the save for the moment, but then the Lions are able to get it.
Ninth Highlands
stolen back by Signorella.
Nice job by Sig.
He can't dribble. He's allowed to pick it up. He didn't do anything. He was standing still. It was fine. Here's Cochran. Now to Tonelli. Now to Ursig. Oh, made a nice move, but missed it. That's the second one of those he's missed tonight.
Rim rejection. And Mike, he turned his back in disgust. The ball was right there. He had to grab it.
Here's McGowan. Stops. Pops. That's his spot. And little short jumpers. He's got 8, I'm sorry.
I have 9, too.
I have 9, too.
Yep.
I think we'll trust us. Price high posting.
Again, a good idea.
Back door. And the Rams are starting the second half the way they started the first half.
Yeah.
I think Sean's going to get a seat. And Romello Freeman comes into the Highlands lineup. 20-point lead for the Rams.
And he's been so steady, Mike. It's the first time he's had a little trouble getting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, it is. Now against the triple team.
Now that's over back.
Oh, that's backcourt for sure.
He went to the backcourt.
They did it twice.
Yeah, gee.
McGowan missed it. Rebound, Christ.
The thing about that, all 3 referees will have a different definition of over and back.
That's always the case. Signorella put it on the floor, got a man in the air, drives to the basket, little dribble drive, and blew up the baseline.
He's got 9.
39-17, and now McGowan's having trouble.
Yeah.
He made the basket, but I think he's got an ankle issue. Here's Cochran. Needs an outlet and got it to Signorella between circles. 2 minutes into the second half, and Cochran from way downtown, it's short. And Parsons the rebound, and he threw it away.
Threw it to nobody, Mike.
He and Kreis on different pages together. That's a turnover. Greensburg Salem at 5:47. Highlands 39, Greensburg Salem 19.
12-10 now turnovers.
Signorella's going to spot up and hit a 3 from the left side.
Sig comes out on fire with a quick 5. Mike, he's got a dozen now.
42-19. McGowan. Oh, that's a nice move there. Protected the ball and put it in. 42-21. The Rams have doubled him up.
This old story, Mike. Remember playing possum?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like he's doing. It looks like he's injured, and he does that. Yeah.
My grandfather used to use that. We'd watch wrestling, and he'd help. He's playing possum.
And if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, possums sometimes look like they're dead, and then all of a sudden they come to life. That's happening down in Florida with iguanas now.
I've heard.
They're falling out of trees.
Nice move by Cochran. They call a walk again.
Well, that's a bailout call, Mike. You didn't want to call the offense, or you didn't want to call a defense. They call walking.
Yeah, the iguanas are freezing.
And then they heat up.
There was a day last week that it was warmer in Anchorage, Alaska than it was in Plant City, Florida, which makes me think of only one thing. What will become of the strawberries? Now a 3 from out of the corner by Oberdorf is missed. And are going to get an offensive foul. I think it's going to be on Parsons. That's it.
His second. Last week, Mike, it was colder in Boston than it was on Mars. That's scary.
And if you've ever been to Boston, sometimes you can confuse the two.
We may be going there soon.
Here's Cochran, forecourt. Rams by 21. Tonelli right side. Again, Thursday night at home against Armstrong. He gets caught on that more than anybody else.
He slides the foot, Mike.
I know.
It's idea does the ball go down.
It's difficult for me to see it. Maybe I'm not looking closely enough.
Well, back foot slide, right, if you notice. All right, Mike, a chance to tell you about B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road in Toronto Heights. They've been outfitting our local sports teams and the great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, and in all kinds of sports equipment. You can't beat the service of B&J Sports. Open 9 to 5 weekdays, 9 till noon on Saturdays. Stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all, B&J Sports.
Greensburg Salem trying to make the playoffs for the first time since 2015. Their last winning season came in 2012, and that was coincidentally Paul Sapochny's last year here. You think they know when things are going to slide a little before they go. Paul's at Riverview now, coaching there. It's closer to home for him. He moved back to Springdale.
Were they the odd man out, Mike, in the section last year?
Yeah, I believe, yes, they did not make it.
Everybody else did, though, right?
Right. All 5, the 5 above them did. Here's a save by Freeman, and Tonelli goes in there to get it. Now to Signorella.
Freeman goes in those stands we were talking about, Mike, underneath the hoop.
Cochran drives all the way in. Back out to Tonelli. Corner Signorella. Here it comes. Off the rim. And we got a foul Who are they going to get? They're going to get Oberdorf?
Maybe a little habeas grabius.
That's it.
His first.
Team foul number 2 against Greensburg Salem second half. Ryland Kreis will replace Mankins now.
One 3-1 now, Mike. Yep, now that is a good call. Highlands actually now committing more turnovers than Greensburg, 13 to 12.
They've been pretty sloppy.
Blocked from behind by Kreis.
Now lead it ahead to Freeman.
Look out, baby. Oh, he got underbridged.
And it didn't go in.
They got to call that. They got to call that intentional, Mike. I don't like that at all.
He was hanging up there for quite a while and knew that he wasn't going to be able to dunk it, so he tried to finger roll and still almost got it to go. But that'll send Romello to the line. A foul will be on Parsons, his third. And Romello shooting 60%. It's 2 points tonight.
They just call it the low bridge, Mike, and it's gets somebody hurt bad that way. Parsons picks up his third in the process.
Erceg and Myers in. Tonelli and Signorella get a rest. Halfway through the third quarter, it's 43-21.
As we mentioned, we shortened up the bench a little bit tonight with Daniel Timmons out.
Erceg saved it.
Nice job by Sean.
Boy,
great hustle.
Great hustle. And now Freeman hooks it to Myers in the corner. Myers now out top to Cochran.
You get a little more attention this half, Mike.
Think? He was thinking about it anyway, and they called a walk on him.
I'm telling you, there must be some kind of point of emphasis that I don't see that one.
No.
It's like you're not allowed to ball fake anymore.
So the Lions have possession. Thomas.
Here comes a nice double, yep.
And here's McGowan. Made a little bit of room now to Mankins. Baseline to Thomas again. The Rams again playing tough defense. Mankins with a crossover move. Drives in. Baseline to Kreis. Boy, that was a walk. Stosh thought so too. Here's McGowan against Kreis. Lets it go, falling away, and it's just too much size by the Rams there, and that just altered that shot. Lead it ahead to Johnny. Johnny all the way in. Kicked it to the corner. Myers for three. In and out, no good. Rebound. Erceg had it, lost it. And the Lions control it. Long baseball pass by Mankins to the corner, and Erceg got there to block it on Oberdorf. And there's a spot from last year, remember?
Yeah, he killed us from there. Nice job by Erceg to block that one.
See the scoreboard up in the corner. Less than 3 to go, third quarter. Here's Kreis into the paint. Throws a lefty up there, and I think Erceg might have got a piece of that one too.
They've not been too successful with that.
Taking it in is not working.
Yep.
Here's Kreis. Johnny.
Nice back.
There is a pass. Here comes Cochran, and he missed it.
That's a nice pass, Mike, because that had a reason.
Rebound to Mankins. Marvell McGowan. Steps back for three. It's short, but the long rebound. No Rams blocked out. Now Mankins tries a three, and McGowan carried it out. McGowan had 23 points in the game here against Highlands last year, but he only had 6 points at the game at Highlands. And the difference, Highlands won by 8 here and won by 21 at home.
That'll do it.
McGowan does make a difference. Highlands with the ball in a 22-point lead, trying to win their first section game of the season. Work it down low and knocked out by Greensburg Salem. Greensburg Salem is 1-1. Armstrong 1-0. Armstrong tonight home against Gateway. Franklin Regional hosting Kiski.
That can get ugly early.
Johnny Kreis. Now to Freeman. Tonelli right side. Johnny between circles. Rams could afford to be patient now. Freeman tried to dump it down to Tonelli. Oh, he made a great save and tipped it to Erceg. Boy, Tonelli, that was just hustle there.
Ball control. Ronaldo left his feet, had no place to go.
And there's Erceg with 10.
And a steal, Mike.
Erceg.
And ahead of the
Freeman spins, turns. Edwards tried to tomahawk, couldn't get it to go. Now back to Myers, steps back, 3 ball off the rim.
How about Romello?
No, that's not out of bounds. It didn't hit anything.
He said it went over the backboard.
But it was still in bounds. Yeah. It didn't hit anything.
Mike, there's a lot of room between that backboard
and the baseline.
Yes. Jeez. That
if it would have hit the stanchion, absolutely.
Right.
But okay, so here's Mankins back the other way. Jalen Price, 13 in the ball game. Now to Mankins.
Romello can get up.
And he goes baseline for Winton, but he can't get it to go. Rams back the other way at 125. Johnny Christ blows the baseline up his own self. And no, he doesn't charge either. Winton picks up the foul, and now Johnny gets up slowly. Laughing. He gets up slowly laughing, by the way.
Winton's a big kid, Mike.
He is. That's his second foul.
Has donated his thank you.
Well, the 50-50 winner donated the money back. That's nice.
That's a nice thing.
These are public schools for the most part.
That goes to the Boosters Club, though.
Johnny Christ. Now Tonelli. Baseline to Ursig. Well, he walked there and got away with it. Now Myers. Freeman against Winton. Knows he can take him. Made a spin move. Oh, wouldn't go.
Look who went up and got it, though.
Ursig. Up around. No good. Banged off the backboard, and Price has it.
Killing the glass, Mike.
Well, you get guys who walk in here, Ursig and Christ, and you basically get a double-double every night. McGowan with a nice move to the hole, but unable to get it to go. Here's Tonelli. Rams ahead of the pack. Tonelli all the way to the basket, laid it up. He missed it. Ursig.
You got it.
Yes.
Yep. He's slowly collecting that double-double, Mike.
Every night.
Yep.
12 you have?
Dozen. Yep. I would imagine a dozen rebounds to go along with it.
47-21. That's the Rams' biggest lead is 26. McGowan out of the corner. Lets a 3 go. He hits it. 16 for Marvell McGowan. We have a timeout.
Mike mentioned Mars earlier. Well, the Mars Planets, they are hosting Moon tonight. Only in WPL can you say Mars at Moon. Nobody bats an eye.
Nobody bats an eye.
Big one in 5A. Mars lost 2 games, though, over the holiday, Mike, in Florida. They lost by a total of 4 points. Corbin, Kentucky beat them 78-76. And Quacuna, Wisconsin beat them 85-83. Oh, by the way, they came back. Remember that section contender you were talking about, West Allegheny?
West Allegheny.
Yes.
And how bad did they beat them, Dean? You knew it was going to be ugly.
100-57. So let's dispense with the West Allegheny section.
Well, hey, I'm just telling you what I was told.
Win talk.
Okay, I have a trivia question for you.
Okay.
This is Greensburg Central centric. What was our last playoff win?
Probably us.
That is not correct. It happened in 2009.
That year, though.
In the WPIAL West Final, they win 46-45. Who did they beat to go to the championship game?
Mars?
No, but you're in the right church. Wrong pew. Up around there.
Hampton.
That is it. They beat Joe Lafko's Hampton Talbots 46-45. They went on to the championship game that was played at Penn State, and they lost to Archbishop Carroll 75-54. And that's the last playoff game they won. Again, all that was with Paul Sapachny still here.
He had a great disciplined team, Mike. Made every darn foul shot.
Paul's a Springdale native. He used to watch his games on Channel 3 with Bob and Chuck.
There you go. Broke the press that time.
Here's Ursig. Now to Christ. Corner to Myers. Myers lets it go. Boom. And off the rim.
I thought it was going.
Rebound Tonelli. Just wants it. Threw it up. It scores! At the buzzer. Christian Tonelli.
That was all 1-2, Mike. That's his first 2 of the night. And guess what? He just cleared a couple of people out here.
Highlands by 25. They lead at 49-24. Well, another season of Golden Rams basketball can mean only one thing. That would be post-game at the Anchor Inn, as we've been discussing.
We're going to be there Thursday.
Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started way back in 1953. You get a great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. The original Anchor Burger is always a favorite, as well as their signature seasoned wings made AK Valley style. Those are full wings, not the pieces. I had those last time in, and they were fantastic as always. I didn't know I was about to get sick, though, but it worked out for me because I was able to get into the Anchor, get my food before the flu came after Christmas, so life was good. Make sure to ask about their daily specials or the Blue Plate. which of course comes on a blue plate. Friday, as always, fish on a dish. That's always a winner. No reservations are needed. The kitchen's open until 11, so there's plenty of time to come to the Anchor after the game. You can talk to Mike and I. Make sure to stop by and say hi. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
Well, Mike, as always, first of the year, we have the same trivia question. Let's see if you get it right this year. How many undefeated teams are left in the WPIL?
Oh, boy. A dead air is great, isn't it? We're listening to the drums. That was actually my brain trying to compute the... Okay.
Just need a number.
2.
Close.
Nice try. My faithful Indian companion over here is helping it. Because I have no idea. How about 1?
Go the other way.
3?
3 undefeated teams.
3 undefeated teams.
Who are they? Come on.
I have no idea who they are. Well,
we've mentioned 2 of them already.
No, it's not Mars.
Mars lost 2. Who they playing?
There's McGowan. Moon.
9-0 Moon.
Wow. And they lost everybody. I mean, they lost everybody.
Mike, we got a problem there to the right.
Yeah, something's going on behind the bench to our right. Here's McGowan. McGowan drives in. Kicked it back out. Now Obrador, 3 ball is off the rim. And a rebound comes to Ursig. We have a medical emergency here behind the Greensburg Salem bench.
Let me take a pause here.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout. We will do that, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back at Greensburg Salem High School, and we just had a medical emergency. One of the players of Greensburg Salem, Dante Parsons, went down behind the bench. We've had a delay of about a half an hour here, and apparently, what did you find out, Dina?
Well, Mike, unfortunately, it's not I can relate to. He had an epileptic seizure, and that happened to me back in 2004. He had a grand mal seizure, which is the worst one, where the electricity in your brain just gives you problems. And he was unconscious for a while, came to, and hopefully it'll get him some medicine in him. Mike, he should be okay. It just shakes everybody up.
It does, and like you said, we've been down here for about a half an hour. Now the kids are going to try to finish the game with Highlands leading it 49-24. And Ursig missed the layup, and the Lions have it. And boy, you just wonder how they can get it back after that, because it was a very scary.
At this point forward, it's going to be tough for everybody.
It was a very scary situation. It really was. And there's Mankins traveling. 7:10 to go in the game. Highlands leading it 49-24. You haven't missed the thing, so we'll get back at it here, and hopefully everything will be all right. Boy, his grandma ran down there fast, and
well, he had the history, which is a good thing to know. He has these, they call them auras, where you feel something coming on.
Picked up the information from folks that were within earshot, and us within earshot. Of course, the folks at the school can't tell us anything, and that is absolutely their obligation. So
yeah, the only reason I mentioned Mike is because I've been there and done it. A lot of times people don't realize it's these are just things that happen.
Inside to Ursig. Ursig goes up and draws the foul. So Sean will go to the line and shoot 2. He's already at 12. Like you said, he's
steady Eddie.
Tremendous consistency.
Mine happened in 2004. Remember my petite ones, Mike? Remember what happened?
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember that we played Knock that night out at Knock. Ursig missed the first one. We played Knock that night, and you couldn't come out. That was the only game you missed, other than
and you're
going
sore
to Vegas.
As heck the next day, because all your muscles contract when you had a seizure. But mine was I couldn't talk. I would occasionally not be able to talk. I told you if I ever bump you, start reading, because I can't do it.
Exactly.
So. But the good news was a lot of medication and great doctors, and 2004, knock on wood.
That's right.
My head.
Here's Mankins, threw it into a crowd, but McGowan is able to get it. Threw up a wild one, missed it. Rebound underneath, and Thomas able to pry it free for the Lions. Now to Christ, baseline extended. Christ for the fall-away left-hander, and it settles home. Rylan Christ, his second basket, 4th point.
We get a timeout here.
Greensburg Salem wants to call time at 6:14. The Rams leading it 50-26. Other games tonight, we mentioned them earlier, but we'll do it again.
Gateway at Armstrong, Kiski at Franklin Regional.
And the Gateway Armstrong game will be interesting. Armstrong 1-0 coming in. Gateway 1-1. Gateway just lost last night against Franklin Regional.
54-36.
Handled them pretty easily, so that'll give us a little bit of look there. Gateway will be in to Highlands next Tuesday night, the 16th. And that'll wrap up the first half of the section already. Well, we're playing. How about this? We will have played 60% of our section games in the first half this week in 4 days.
How about that?
60% of the section in 4 days. So that'll be that. We'll have that out of the way. And
we mentioned Greensburg Central might come in like averaging 70 points, number 1 in the section. We're number 2 at 68, but so far only 26 on the board with 6:14 to go. Great job defensively.
I'll go back to that stat I gave the folks earlier in the broadcast. That Rams have won 4 in a row, and in those 4 games, they're allowing 44 points a game.
That's a difference maker.
And Craig Mankins wanted to set up a little bit of a press. The Rams were able to break it. This is Cochran forecourt. Down low to Ursig, back to Cochran, spots up, lets a 3 go, and it's off the rim, but Signorella chases it down in the corner. Now to Ursig. Ursig goes up and missed it. Rebound, Ursig. Boy, he's getting hammered in there.
Once, twice, third time's the charm.
No.
Johnny
tipped in by Christ.
Boy, talk about padding those rebound stats. Ursig just got 2 quick ones there, and Johnny gets a third. He now has 7.
That's his first basket since the first quarter, and all the way down is Ryland-Kreis, and he draws the foul. 5:38 to go.
Christian Tonelli picks up his 4th.
Rams doubling them up, 52-26. Now, Christian's mom, Grace, is as far away from what happened as can be. She got. You blink, and she was there. She's a nurse, Grace.
Well, Mrs. Ursh has come over, too, to help. He said it's a scary situation when a young man just collapses. And
you don't know, especially you don't know what to think of someone that young.
Yeah.
We thought maybe someone was going to the bathroom behind the bench, and maybe an older fan. We had no idea that it was a player until.
And flu's going around too, Mike. Flu can knock you down.
It can. There's Kreis. Nice move to the basket, and Johnny lays it in.
He's working on his double-double too with 9.
54-26. McGowan, forecourt. McGowan took it right at Trinelli trying to get him out of there. Missed the shot. Rebound is tipped and put back up by Thomas and missed. Johnny Kreis the rebound. Johnny now goes to Cochran. He heard him calling for it. Blows up the baseline, goes in, and had a block by Ryland-Kreis. Rams will key it in.
You hear Luke in the background. Johnny left, and Johnny's trying to figure out left. Okay, there's left. You're doing a great job communicating.
That's like hockey.
Couple games.
Hockey, they tap the sticks.
Yes.
And certain guys have one that is a recognizable tap, and then the other teams will try to figure out what it is.
Speaking of hockey, who the heck is that schedule maker?
Well, that's in the CBA. There's Ursik with the lay-in. Every team gets a 5-day break.
Okay, I can see that, Mike, but then come back and play back-to-back? That's idiotic.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Play Wednesday, play Sunday. There's a break.
Kreis for 3. He drains it. Nice stroke. Ryland-Kreis in with 7.
All in the second half here.
56-29 Highlands. Well, nearly a steal, but good job by Signorella to get it. Down low to Ursik. Gets a man in the air. Missed a shot. Rebound Ryland-Kreis, and he's fouled at midcourt by Luke Cochran.
But I tell you what, Ursh has done a great job, Mike, with body position. You see that body position that time? Didn't get the chippy, but boy, I tell you what, point blank.
It's amazing. He's having a rough night. He's got 15 points, and he's missed a lot. But he just keeps battling.
Yeah.
That's this team so far, what we've seen. They just keep battling. There's only been one time when you just walked away from the gym shaking your head, and that was that Saturday morning at Pine Ridge, and that's it. Kreis missed a shot. Tonelli got a finger on it, but Price able to get it, but Price had it taken from Price, and now we have some tempers flaring, and the officials do a good job to get in there.
That Pine Ridge game, Mike, I don't think anybody wanted to be there for that one, to be honest.
No, you can understand why the Pine Richland kids were excited, because it was a big day for them.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on with the football championship game, and
they won that day. They're
won
struggling, Mike. They're 7-3. You know that. They got beaten in section.
They're struggling. Section. If we win, we're 7-3. I wouldn't count it struggling.
Well, he started at 7-0.
Tonelli 3-on-1, and Freeman lays it up and in.
Central Catholic beat them in section, Mike, and they're not one of the powerhouse teams.
No. Is Chuck Crummey still at Central?
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Unbelievable.
He's got to be there going on 50
We
years.
saw him back when we were in the Penn Hills tournament to open the season, back when Micah Mason was like a freshman. McGowan's three is down.
He's got a quiet 19, Mike, huh?
Yeah, but he gets him. He is a point accumulator. Signorella steps back. His three's on the way, and it's nothing but nylon.
Sig now has 15.
And the Rams lead it 61-32 with 3:35 to go.
Hey, Mike, top teams in the state. You ready for this?
Okay.
We're going to go up. Start with 1A, Kenny Catholic. 2A, Constitution. 3A, Newman Goretti. 4A, Imhotep Charter.
That's Imhotep Charter.
Whatever.
There you go.
5A, Archbishop Wood. What's the theme so far?
These are all, none of them are public schools?
Exactly. All private schools. To get to 6A, get Plymouth Whitemarsh. But again, we talked about this before, all these private schools, they got to do something about it, Mike. I mean, it's getting ridiculous where all top teams of the state are private schools. And we saw the other day a Southmoreland team get decimated by their 6'10" kid. Check this out, going to North Carolina to play.
And what have we dug up?
We find out he's going to hopefully go to Pitt.
Stone, Ryan Stone.
From what I was told, those offers would be there at Southmoreland or at North Carolina.
Well, sure they would, because could you imagine how he would dominate at Southmoreland?
Stone is the kid's name.
So here's McGowan backcourt, in against the double team. Gets around a man, goes all the way through all the Rams and lays it up and in and draws the foul. He went through all 5 players.
And that was with token pressure.
And Stosh can't believe it, and neither can Luke Cochran.
He was waiting on him, Mike.
He was.
And the problem with that is, next time out, do you get to charge or not? They're going to give McGowan the basket too, right, Mike? He now has 22.
We have a substitution. I think they blew the whistle. They did. Kevon Trout is coming in, and McGowan will sit down. That might be all for Marvell. I don't know. 61-35. Maybe it's just a rest. He's tremendous. He is a scorer. Some guys are shooters.
Yep.
He's a scorer.
There's the difference.
Mitch Desort was a scorer. Hook it into Freeman. Here he comes. He lost the handle. And Kreis for Greensburg Salem the other way. It's stolen back by Cochran. Now to Romello, and there's no chance.
Runs up into the stands.
Brad Witucky would have gone into the scoreboard.
We got to clean up these turnovers, Mike. 16.
Too many. It's been kind of it's been a funky type of game. There are so many whistles in the first half. The first half took a very long time, and then
I don't understand the press there, though, do you? Unless they just want to get some work in.
They get it across to Trout. Now to Kreis with the runner. It's in and out, and Johnny Kreis the rebound. Against the double team. Got it back to Tonelli. 4-quarter, 2:15. This is Myers in the corner.
I think it's 1-3-1 they're trying to work on, Mike. They're just extending it out.
Johnny Kreis dribbling some time off here at the 2:07 mark. Now he's coming all the way to the basket, kicked it to the corner, and what's the call?
Look at that. I mean, Mike, that was...
Like a trip?
No, it looked like he shoved him right in the chest. Yikes.
And the foul is on Jalen Page.
And the referee did a good demonstration of what he did, Mike. He just
cleared
right
out
in the chest, yeah.
Johnny Kreis will go to the line. They're going to get Johnny out of there? No, it's not enough fouls yet, is it?
No, it's only their third foul. It was a dandy.
Got his money's worth. They're going to I think they're calling it a shooting foul now. Johnny he stood there long enough that maybe they'd give him the ball, but it wasn't going to happen. Oh, now Ursig had it taken off of him in the corner by Thomas. Ryland Kreis forecourt. And good job by Ursig to kick it and get it out of there.
Yep, that was good defense.
There's no shot clock in high school, so you really don't lose anything by that. Less than 2 to go. McGowan and Mankins back in the lineup. 61-35 Highlands.
So your answer is he's not done?
No. Again, Thursday night at home against Armstrong. Friday night at Kiski.
And that'll be a slugfest. Thursday night.
It will be.
Yep.
Coach Hutch will have those guys ready to go.
Our guys always get up for them, too, though.
We start to build a little bit of rivalries with these teams, and then after this year, we won't see them anymore. Here's McGowan. Back outside. There's Oberdorf for three. It's off the back rim. Rebound tipped around, and Page able to get it out of there. Back to McGowan. Split the double team. Now Page worked it to Oberdorf, and Mankins has it, foul line extended. Mankins put it down and walked. You could hear Stosh all the way up here.
15th turnover. Speaking of 15, Ryland Christ checks back in.
1:34 to go.
And now Greensburg's going to press, Mike. Very interesting.
Tonelli forecourt. Takes it to the corner, needs some help. Gave up the dribble, out to Freeman. Tonelli, Freeman. Oh, nice dump down, and Ursig is fouled. Boy, they passed it beautifully. Freeman to Tonelli to Ursig, and he'll shoot two at 1:16.
Now, if they want to make case for travel, Mike, there was one there. I heard Christian's feet flop twice, didn't you?
Ursig at the line.
3 of 4 so far.
In and out.
Not a lot of foul shooting tonight, Mike.
Well, if Sean would have made both of those, he had a chance to tie his career high. That's 16. His career high is 17, so one more basket, he'll have it. He took his career high is 17, and he averages 13 a game. Think about that. Coach just got to love that. Yeah. Lions throw it away. It's saved, and now Ursig knocked it up into the 10th row.
His mom almost got that one.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's waving. Good job, Sean. All right, Mike, we're going to clear the bench off here for the last minute.
All right, Tom Pacey, Cam Taylor, Cameron Foster, Dylan Signorella, and Ursig stays out there.
Cam Foster's first appearance this year, 5'7" senior. See what he can do.
Dylan's been in a few games, hasn't scored yet. Ryan's brother, of course. And now Craig Mankin's going to do the same.
A JV game just broke up.
This is just to see if we were paying attention. 1:07 left. Highlands 62, Greensburg Salem 35, and the Rams continue. They can hang on and win this one. It will be their 5th in a row, and the defense has been the calling card during this streak.
I got to get home. The wife is waiting for me to watch This Is Us.
You're never going to make it.
Did you watch that?
No.
You got to get on it. Here's the three.
Lets it go. He missed it. And it's going to go out of bounds. And that was a good job by Winton. Cam Foster was there, and he was letting it go to go out of bounds, and Winton put it off him, and the Lions keep it. Now they loop it in, and it comes to Christian McGowan. He wears 2. Now to Winton. Up around, no good. Rebound Foster. Now to Myers. Myers suddenly becomes the most experienced guy out there.
How about that?
Here's the battering ram, Taylor. Signorella. Now they dump it down. Foster puts it up. He's going to go to the foul line.
How about that? He's going to get in the book, Mike. Actually, yeah, he's going to get 2 shots. Like I said, I didn't know if...
Cameron Foster, the senior. He'll shoot 2. First one short, he'll get another. You can hear the audible groans from the Highlands fans across the way.
I see Cam get in the book. Anytime you got a guy out there for the first time, you always like to get him in the book.
Missed everything that time.
Wide right.
He's laughing about it. They're giving him the business. That's what your friends are for. Christian McGowan, the freshman, keys it in. They just keep the McGowans coming through here. Craig Mankins will like that.
Yes.
Ingram drives into the paint, goes all the way in. Boy, put up an under move and missed the shot, and Cam Taylor came away with it. 20 seconds to go. Here comes the battering ram all the way to the basket, and he's out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. McGowan. Baseline to Sweeney.
Blocked by Myers.
By Myers. Work it back in. Dylan Signorella stole it, had it, lost it. There's a battle. McGowan has it, and the clock runs out. Well, Highlands comes in here. Courtney, start the bus. Highlands 62. And Greensburg Salem 35. Dean?
Off to tonight, Mike. Get the first section win in the book. Got 2 more coming this week. See you Thursday at home against Armstrong.
And our best to Dante Parsons, and hopefully everything works out for him. Thanks to Lynn Jobe, the athletic director here, always terrific, and we thank her for all her help in setting us up. Once again, that final score here tonight, Highlands 62, the Greensburg Salem Lions 35. For Chandler Timmons and the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.